Ladies and gentlemen, after 26 years, Walking with Dinosaurs is back! Hey everyone, my name is Prince, and welcome to a very exciting reaction. For those of you in the dinosaur-loving community who have been living under a rock for the past couple of months, 26 years after it first released in 1999, Walking with Dinosaurs, perhaps the greatest dinosaur documentary ever made, is coming back for a new series. This was announced, I'm pretty sure, back in 2024, and I have been eagerly awaiting this since that day. And at long last, we finally have the official trailer. Now, anyone who's stuck around my channel for, like, any length of time, you guys know I absolutely love dinosaurs. And although I was born after the original series first aired, I've watched the original series more times than I can possibly count. And I am ecstatic to see it return to our screens after so many years. Now, two things before I react to this. Number one, I really hope they got the original narrator, Kenneth Branagh, back again, because his narration is unbelievably iconic. I don't know how likely that is, but if that was the case, then I would be so happy. And number two, and I think this is actually a little bit more important, I really hope that they bring back the same music. The intro music, the main theme of Time of the Titans, the main theme of Giant of the Skies, you know, all of those incredibly iconic tracks. I really hope they use the same music, because considering this is basically Walking with Dinosaurs Season 2, it wouldn't really be right if it was, like, completely different in every single way. Like, unless there's gonna be some similarity to the original series, you might as well not call it Walking with Dinosaurs at all. And similarly, point number 3 that I've just thought of, I also really hope it continues the same sort of formula that the original series had, in that it had 1 episode on the Triassic, 2 episodes on the Jurassic, and 3 episodes on the Cretaceous. Because again, if you're not gonna maintain any of the music or the style of the original series, then you might as well just call it something different. But I've talked enough. Make sure to leave a comment, or even multiple comments, about multiple different things throughout this video, as that's what pushes this video to the algorithm. And also make sure to go join the casual Discord in the description down below if you want to join my community and also be automatically notified whenever I upload a video or go live. So without further ado, let's watch the trailer for Walking with Dinosaurs 2025. Tiny clues pieced together. 6 epic stories, same amount as before. 66 million years later. Whoa. Wow. Oh man, this music is... Whoa. Bloody hell. Oh. Oh, forest fire. We love natural disasters in documentaries. Ah. Legends on Earth. Walking with Dinosaurs. Alright. Okay, god damn it, this is becoming a theme with, like, my trailer reactions to dinosaur stuff. But I feel like I don't know what it is. I'm looking at the CGI and stuff, and I just think it looks a bit fake. This is genuinely following a pattern now. Literally, the last video I uploaded was my reaction to the, what was it? The Primitive War trailer, and I didn't think that trailer, like, was very well edited and stuff. I feel like just looking at some of the CGI, like, it just looks, like, really fake and, you know, really heavily CG and, you know, not realistic at all. Like, the original series still holds up to this day because it's, like, almost due to the limitations of the technology that they had at the time, a lot of the stuff that they used was actually, like, animatronics and stuff, and it looked real because it was real. And the CGI was like not as good, but it still looked sort of realistic. I don't know, I don't know what it is. I'm just getting a weird vibe from like the movements of these like animations and the models and stuff. Like, I feel like they don't look like they're not moving realistically and stuff. Like here, like looking at it, I'm not sure. This is probably supposed to be a Spino, but like if I slow it down a bit, or even just watching it at normal speed, actually, just like looking at like it's too smooth. Like, here's the thing, if you go out and like if you watch videos or like go to the zoo and like see real life animals, like am I the only one who's thinking that this motion is like way too smooth? Like, the animation looks cool, but just like the movements they do, they're very like very smooth and very nicely animated, but it's like I feel like that's not animated right. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Like, because no, if you see real life animals, no real life animals move like that. It doesn't matter if you're talking about reptiles or mammals or birds, like, no animal moves this smoothly. And watching this trailer, I feel like I'm watching a trailer for like a cinematic movie rather than a documentary that is intended to be focused on, like, realism. I don't know. But I should probably look through and see what dinosaurs we're gonna be seeing. So we got some sort of hadrosaur here. Probably Edmontosaurus or Iguanodon. Sauropod of some variety. You know, it could be anything. That, I'm thinking, is probably going to be a Spino. I was going to say that it's a bit weird that Spinosaurus wasn't in the original series, but I think the popularity of Spinosaurus was really kickstarted by Jurassic Park 3, and no one was really interested in it up until then. And obviously, the original series predates Jurassic Park 3. So yeah, Spinosaurus, some sort of ceratopsian. We got some sort of Tyrannosaurid facing off against the ceratopsid. Again, could be anything. Could be a Rex. Could be, fucking... I mean, it's big. It looks big, so it may be a Rex, but it's got quite pronounced sort of eyebrow, I can't think of the word. It's not fucking horns. It's, crests, I guess. So that's like Albertosaurus looking to me, but it's very, this predator's quite big, quite chunky. So we got some sort of Ankylosaurid there, maybe Edmontonia, maybe Polacanthus, considering that Polacanthus was in the original series. You got, these are definitely meant to be Pachyrhinosaurus, there's no question about that. And some sort of sauropod with, like, air crests. It's the same thing that the fucking Motobarosaurus had in the original series. God, I'm losing my touch. Yeah, lots of different environments there. Now, I wanna have a look. So we got, like, looks to be like a pretty, maybe not a ruined forest. It looks kind of ruined with like barren trees and stuff, and then regular forest, and then a desert. That could be suggesting that we're gonna see the 3 different time periods, you know, Triassic, Jurassic, and then Cretaceous. But I'm not sure. I don't think I saw any creatures here that would point to the Triassic being explored. Got some natural disasters, the Pachyrhinosaurus herd. Again, I feel like this is too cinematic. Like, not that Walking with Dinosaurs, the original series, wasn't cinematic by itself, but I don't know, I feel like there's just a bit of a disconnect here. So we got more carnivores, we got... See, this to me is way too small to be a Rex. I feel like it's not bulky enough. Is this the same one that we saw earlier? I think it might be. It looks similar in some respects, but it's got like the same sort of patterns and the same bit of fur on the back there. So maybe this is a female, and this one that we saw right here, maybe this could be a male. But like, I feel like the dragging down of that pterosaur was like so slow and smooth. Like, it needs to be like sudden, or I don't know. I'm just really not feeling this animation. Okay, this I feel, is literally like a couple of seconds. And it's irritating because slowing down the playback speed sort of gets rid of what I'm trying to showcase here. But this looked like kind of okay, but like, I don't know. Is it just me? I feel like this is too smooth animation, and it goes along with the whole argument that I've talked about before about CGI having gotten too good nowadays. Because, again, the reason that Walking with Dinosaurs holds up is because a lot of them were, like, animatronics or puppets or whatever, and the CGI was not anywhere near as smooth as it is nowadays, but I don't know, I'm just really not feeling this animation. We got some variety of raptor here, probably going to be a Utahraptor. Although the original series did pride itself on featuring lesser known dinosaurs, like fucking episode 3 had Eustreptospondylus. When have you ever seen Eustreptospondylus appear in literally anything? Whereas this, it looks pretty average thus far. Like, again, we haven't got confirmation as to what species these actually are. Okay, that actually could have been, with those feathers, it could have been a Dakota Raptor. Like, that peck there, that felt like so slow. Like, realistically, a pterosaur in real life, it would be like, like, just bam, peck, 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 peck. Just, not rapid pecks, but like, if it was gonna peck something, it'd be sudden and quick, and that wasn't that. Okay, what do we have? What do we have there? I feel like, yeah, that's the same creature attacking what looks to be an Edmontosaurus. Oh, yeah, Edmontosaurus. So they do have those. Well, some visualizations of Edmontosaurus had that crest, so that could be something different, I'm not sure. Got a forest fire with the raptors, and another ankylosaur, more sauropods. We got the Spino and cute little babies, got a couple of tyrannosaurs, being all lovey-dovey towards each other. Same with the pachyrhinosaurs, same with the sauropods. Oh, yeah, so, oh, these could be, I don't know, so it looks to be a sex difference, in that this is probably a male and the females don't have that. So it could be Edmontosaurus. The females, I sort of get a Maiasaura vibe from that, but I'm not sure. Yeah, oof, right, whack. That looked like, Horosaurus. Yep, that definitely looks to be Torosaurus to me. It's really cool to see well, whenever you say the term accurate Spinosaurus, it's sort of like a trigger word for the entire fucking paleontological community. But especially after watching the trailer for Primitive War and seeing that Spinosaurus, it's really refreshing to see a Spino or Spinos that look like this and have them fighting. This looks awesome. Now, we do also have some variety of... Oh, is that... Oh, that's Spinosaurus again. I got my hopes up. So that is, Onchopristis, right? Yeah, Onchopristis. I remember these guys. They were featured very heavily in, Planet Dinosaur from 2012. God damn, that was a long time ago. But yeah, I got excited then because I thought this was going to be some sort of marine reptile, but it's just another Spino. And then we have, oh, fucking hell. Now that looks like a T-Rex with the closed jaw with the lips and the ridges. That's the word I was looking for, ridges. Actually, no, it wasn't. I think crests is still the right term for that, but regardless, I think this is meant to be a Rex. These others look way smaller and less bulky, but this, I'm pretty certain this is meant to be a Rex. Or, like, yeah, I just think this is meant to be a Rex, because it's bulky and it's got that massive head. It just looks like a Rex, and that goes on. Right, and then we have the new logo. What do we think of this new logo? I think it is actually a little bit, like, more standout-ish than the original logo. Okay, now I'm looking briefly into, like, stuff that's been said about the series thus far. I was right, these smaller Tyrannosaur-looking creatures apparently are Albertosaurus. Apparently the sauropods are Lusotitan, and the Spinosaurid is actually Spinosaurus, which I'm pretty sure I did already know. But T-Rex and Triceratops are also confirmed, and T-Rex I'd be fine with, but Triceratops? Really? Also, Kenneth Branagh is not coming back, and apparently the narrator is someone named Bertie Carvel. Do I know who that is? No, I don't recognize him or anything that he's been in. Oh, holy crap, he was in Primeval! He played Ryan Mason, the guy from, that episode of Season 3, with the camouflage beast. He was the only one who got out of the house alive. And he's also voiced stuff in, Star Wars The Old Republic. How about that? Alright then, I guess we'll have to see how he handles this. Oh, and apparently it's not Polacanthus, it's Gastonia, okay? I've sort of kept away from most, like, announcements regarding this, considering I kind of wanted to wait, at least until the first trailer, I guess. I've also seen some people talking about how potentially it's not gonna be in the same style as, like, the original series, and that it's gonna be undercut by, like, actual people, like, footage of actual people talking about these dinosaurs. I don't know how true that is, obviously. We're gonna have to wait and see. But I don't know, once again, I'm not blown away by this. Once again, it doesn't help that they've branded what is evidently a teaser trailer as an official trailer, and this time, there isn't the excuse that I had for the previous video reviewing the Primitive War trailer, because I was watching a version of the trailer that had been re-uploaded with the title official trailer, when the actual trailer uploaded originally was supposed to be a teaser trailer. But they have branded this as an official trailer, and it's only a minute long, and there's no narration or anything like that. And I still pertain to the idea that this animation looks a little bit too smooth. In fact, scratch that, I think it looks a lot too smooth. And again, and I'm really not trying to be, like, overly negative here, I'm just stating my opinions. The dinosaur choice that they've had thus far, there's, on the Walking With, wiki that has all of the different wikis for all of the different Walking With series, it states that all of the confirmed creatures thus far are Spino, Triceratops, Tyrannosaurus, Lusotitan, Pachyrhinosaurus, Albertosaurus, Utahraptor, and Gastonia and Edmontosaurus. Oh, and it will also include the Iguanodont Planocoxia. Okay, that's one that I've never heard of. That's cool. As well as a couple of unidentified things that were seen in this trailer. But I gotta say, considering what we had in the original series, like, what I loved about the original series was how unique it was. Like, every single episode, we had creatures that I'm pretty sure have never been featured in documentaries again. Like, the first episode, the Triassic one, that is, like, in my opinion, I think is actually the best episode of the whole series. And we had Coelophysis, and we had Postosuchus, and Plateosaurus. And like I mentioned earlier, in episode 3, we had Eustreptus spondylus. We had the episode in the Arctic with the Lielanosaura and the Polar Allosaur. Like, even in the episode where we had T-Rex, we had Anatotitan and Torosaurus instead of Edmontosaurus and Triceratops. Even though Anatotitan is now considered an Edmontosaurus, but that's beside the point. We still had obscure dinosaurs, but in this, like, we have Spinosaurus. I don't have a problem with that, given how much Spinosaurus has changed over the last couple of years. I think including Spinosaurus is a good choice. And having T-Rex in there again, not necessarily a bad thing either, because I think T-Rex has actually become a little more interesting over the past couple of years. It's not just like the big carnivore that's in every movie nowadays when it comes to dinosaurs. So I'm not bothered about seeing that either. But Pachyrhinosaurus and Albertosaurus, when we had an entire movie based around Pachyrhinosaurus, and Albertosaurus is basically nearly identical to Gorgosaurus anyway, and Triceratops and Utahraptor, but the counterpoint to that is that a lot of these dinosaurs haven't been covered in modern paleo media for some years now, so, you know, there's the thing that, like, everyone knows Triceratops, but a lot of people may have some misconceptions about it because it's not been featured in a documentary in a decent while. So, personally, I would still prefer there to be more obscure dinosaurs like there were in the original series, but I do understand the argument for using more well-known dinosaurs and sort of showing off new discoveries about them. And we did have Prehistoric Planet sort of semi-recently, and that actually did the whole utilizing obscure dinosaurs thing better than this has done in this trailer. But then again, this is just a teaser trailer. Regardless of the title, it very clearly is a teaser trailer. So there probably is like way more dinosaurs that we haven't seen yet. So I guess we'll have to wait and see on that front. But I do maintain that the animation, I don't know, there's just something, it just looks too smooth to me. Like, it looks like they're trying to make a movie and not a documentary. Like, the really important thing here is realism. Like, it's a fucking documentary series. And I've seen people, like, writing on Reddit and stuff about, like, how the bar is set so high because of Prehistoric Planet. But it's like, this is made by the BBC. So it's like, could they not afford to make the animation better? It's the fucking BBC. So, yeah, I'm not a fan of the animation. It must be said. I think it looks way too smooth. It looks way too fake, even in comparison to, like, Prehistoric Planet, which I haven't actually watched, but from what I've seen, it looks, like, stunning. Like, the detail and stuff, it looks amazing. But yeah, I guess we'll just have to see. Also, side note, in celebration of Walking with Dinosaurs returning, regardless of how good it ends up being in comparison to the original, I've actually been planning a series for several months now, rewatching the original series and just engaging in some nostalgia and poking fun at the inaccuracies and stuff like that. Just rewatching the original episodes and enjoying them, basically. I was intending to try and get it out before this comes out, but I don't know if there was actually a release date here. Watch it this May. Okay, so literally less than a month. So yeah, somehow I don't think I'm gonna be able to make that entire series in the space of less than a month. So I'm just gonna do it, you know, in celebration of this coming back, regardless of whether or not it maintains, you know, the same style or whatever. So let me know if you're excited to see that series, and of course leave a comment down below or multiple comments about anything I've discussed in this video. Your thoughts on this, your thoughts on my thoughts on this, your favorite dinosaurs that you hope will make an appearance in this, your favorite episode of the original series, anything and everything you think about this, comment down below in multiple comments, because the more comments this video gets, the more it gets pushed to the algorithm. And of course, don't forget to go down into the description down below and join the casual Discord if you want to be part of my community, and if you want to be automatically notified whenever I upload a video or go live, dinosaur related or otherwise. Again, thanks a lot for watching, everyone, and I will see you on another video or stream very, very soon. Goodbye, everyone.